morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Good over. You like our new set?
Yeah, I love the new
You know,
set.
we got to give props to the fifth car party. They got a whole new set here. That means we're doing
Yeah.
something right.
Yeah. I love, love, love. Hey, y'all. Just sitting here hanging out on a Wednesday. I'm like,
Yes.
okay, I can get used to
I'm not
this.
as close to you as I used to be.
No,
Way
I can't.
outside.
Yeah, I can't hit you.
But that's good though. We have a bigger set now. We have
Yeah.
to improve our budget to get better.
Yeah. And that's a good thing.
So, what's going on in the news today? We got a lot to get into today.
Oh,
And I
my
think we want to
goodness.
pick back up last week with something that we were talking about on the show. Look at the rating. What's going on? Hold it, man. Stop the press. Look at the little rating. What's going on? You happy? You got some stuff going on.
Happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see the glow on your face.
Really? I'll take that.
Yeah.
But I had to remove the glasses for you to be able to see it.
No, it was just, you took a look. It's like, okay. I see you. Looking beautiful this morning.
Thank you, sir.
Well, good, well, good. And I heard you talking about something about Megan Good and Jonathan Majors. What the hell is this going on?
We've got to get into it, family. We've got to get into that. Oh, by the way, a little bit later, Joe left us with a cliffhanger last week. He was talking about relationships and talking about it takes work and many people bail out before it's time, and you need to model the behavior that you want to see in a relationship. So I'm going to need you all to help me out, relationship, putting in the work. Like, do most people bail out before it's time? And how long do you hang in there to put in the work? So that's our topic today, relationship wise. And we need your input. I need to hear about that. But speaking of relationships, Megan Good, Jonathan, the beautiful Megan Good, the beautiful 42-year-old Megan Good, who's the star of Divorce in the Black.
Yes.
Did you see that movie?
I have not seen it.
Oh, I've seen it. We can talk about. I loved it. Okay, well, we'll wait. Now, Tyler got criticized for this movie. What do y'all think about Divorce in the Black? What do you think about it? He got criticized because people are like, oh, it's the same old whatever. So leave it alone. You need watch it though. Watch it though, because I want to. And I found it. Well, yeah, you need to watch it because I have a lot of things to talk about. We could do a whole show. So can you watch it this week and maybe we talk about it next week? Okay, that would be great because we could do a show on divorce and all that kind of stuff. So hey y'all, good morning. So Megan Good, oh my goodness, in my Shanae voice, oh my goodness. Sound like who? Like Wendy. Oh, Wendy Williams. God bless her heart. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Megan Good, Jonathan Majors. The name for Megan is Megan Good, Coretta Scott King, because she stood. Sorry, I'm laughing at Cliff in the background, who's just like, who's agreeing with me. But they're calling her Coretta Scott King because she stood by her man and fought for her man, and he received an award recently, and she's celebrating him and has just stood by him. So anywho. Have you all seen the trending video in which the handsome, distinguished, blue-eyed, curly-haired, light-skinned Michael Ealy, one of my newest crushes, Michael Ealy, walks up to Megan. In fact, nephew, do you happen to have the video, or do you need me to cue it up? Because I wanted to show the people the video. I might need to go ahead and cue. So, in fact, I want to show you the video so you all can see just what he did. This is something that is more than worth explaining. It has to be seen. So, give me just a second. I want to show it to you if you haven't seen the video. Where's the video? So, here's one. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Take a look. Okay. He walks up, he grabs and the video clip. Look how Jonathan Majors is looking in the background. He grabs Megan Good. Okay, they all stand up for a picture together. We didn't see that, but Joe, answer this for me. Does he look a little bit agitated or irritated, in your opinion, by that clip right there? Uh-huh.
Say he's agitated in
Uh,
that situation,
uh-huh.
but you don't know if he's doing the thing because he's also a famous person too.
He
He could
is.
have been talking to somebody. And so I don't, I understand. I heard what people were talking about.
Yeah.
Trying to make fun of it,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna take. I'm taking that with a grain of salt. I don't think he was jealous of her.
And here's the famous look that people.
I mean,
I'm sorry, y'all. It's entertaining. This is the look that he had while he's hugging his girl. So you don't think he has a right to be agitated?
I don't think he's agitated. I think he just looked at it to see who it was. If you're looking up at somebody, right,
Uh-huh.
and you don't realize that somebody's hugging your girl, you don't have that kind of strange look in the beginning, right, until you realize who it is or whatever. So I'm not really taking that in. Me myself as a man, I'm not taking that in.
I think he's like, yeah, I'm with you, Cliff. He's just playing the cool card this morning because
No, because again, when you a man that got a woman and you secure who you are with your girl, right?
Mhm.
You're not worried about that kind of stuff. And it's making good to stuff with this man through all of his what he's doing. I don't think that little bit of hood is going to bother you.
Okay, let me do two things to refute this. Okay, I'm gonna argue with you this morning on the Keisa and Joe show.
Really
What do you all think?
You really want to argue
Oh,
with me?
oh yeah, yeah.
I am
And
the king. You better ask somebody for yourself.
No. I know the waters I'm getting into because
Okay.
I'm gonna stand on business. I'm gonna stand on facts today. Okay, so we don't have to argue. Two things that really they say it was taken out of context because he did know that who Michael Ealy was because before Michael Ealy grabbed his girl Megan Good, Michael Ealy and him had a brief exchange. So he knew.
Okay.
He knew. So this wasn't the look of surprise. I don't know. This was the look like, man, you really gonna do that in my face or either discomfort? That's what I think. Man, you really gonna do that and go through all of that? That's what I think. He's his opinion. Number two. Dog, I had a second point and I just forgot my point. I just forgot my point. Oh, yes, thank you, Lord. Number two, Jonathan Majors, we know, has had a history of domestic issues. He allegedly assaulted some girlfriend or had an issue, an altercation, allegedly. So for a gentleman who comes from that background, it stands to reason that he could have issues with seeing this. This doesn't look like a guy who's comfortable and smiling. It looks like a guy who has an issue. And I say that because personally I've been involved with guys like that. You have people that you've worked with in the past and they come up to you and they're speaking and everything, they give you a hug. Guys have problems with it. Not everybody's cool as a cucumber like you, Joe. Not everybody's cool as a cucumber like you.
So I'm going to. Are you finished cooking?
I'm finished cooking.
Okay, so let me say this here. Okay, so when you say everything you said about this past is alleged, right? Number one. So
Yeah.
you're assuming.
Yeah.
So now you're assuming what that look is too. But let me ask you a question because you did show me this now.
Okay.
You showed me a picture with all them three taking a picture afterwards, right?
Absolutely.
So a man that got a problem with a man that's hugging his woman is not going to be taking a picture with the guy that he don't like the way he hugged her.
Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
He's a Hollywood star. Any picture, any publicity is better than no publicity. And if I have an issue with it, that's not gonna be the place to raise it.
He is the publicity. His girl is even bigger publicity. You don't need old boy.
So what's he gonna?
So if I got a problem with you hugging my girl,
yeah,
and I'm that guy,
yeah,
I'm not taking a picture with you for the world to see. If I got a problem with you as a man, I don't care about the industry. I don't care about all that. But hold on, that picture is not going to make me with you because you're not that dude.
You're the unicorn then.
No, that guy.
Because you're the unicorn.
He's not Denzel Washington. He's not nobody. He's famous, but he's not that dude.
Okay.
A picture with old boy is not going to make him no more.
Okay, let me argue with you on this one. He's not Michael Ealy may not be Denzel, but he is one of them. He is one of those dudes. For who? For who? I don't know about that either. Jonathan Majors, who is in legal trouble, has been in legal trouble, who is trying to recoup and rebound. I would stand up and take. Hold on. I would stand up and take every picture. I would put and then because of him allegedly being involved in a domestic a situation. But hold on, guys. We did see him jump out of a vehicle. He did run away from the woman. But here's the deal: it is still a domestic situation. So here's the deal: Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Even though it is allegedly, even though we do not know, and we saw him run away, he doesn't need to do anything right now to put, because they basically blackballed him. They basically blackballed him. His public, whether it is true or not. And being a guy who has issues with men, or involved in domestic issues, if I want to make a comeback in Hollywood, I need to be putting on as much good face as I need. I'm sorry, you're talking to the PR person here. You're talking to the image person here. So we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go at it.
Just like you, and again, like I said, that guy taking a picture with him is not going to do anything for his image. I'm sorry, that guy's not going to do anything for that guy's image.
Joe,
he's with Megan Good. The image that he needs right now, his girl stood by his side at the end of the day. And so if he could continue to do it, because I think he's in some kind of movie right now, him taking a picture with the old boy.
Wait. You just validated my point. Who's in some kind of movie?
I think Jonathan Majors.
So you don't even know. So even though you're with Megan Good, your image, we don't even know what he's in. He may be in some kind of movie. He's still trying to come back. We don't know. So that's the whole point. You need as much publicity as you can, sir. Good publicity.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. No, I'm going to argue with you because you're saying this is publicity, right?
Yeah.
He's getting more bad publicity from this picture and these memes than anything. This is not good publicity. No, because everybody's making fun of him. Everybody's saying he's jealous. So what you're saying is actually working against him. So taking that picture doesn't work. So what like I said, it's not the issue. Because we're talking about not the picture we took with them three. We're talking about making memes of him that he's angry, which is going to play into the thing you're saying that's going to blackball him even more in Hollywood. PR person.
I don't know about that either, but I'm just not. I'm gonna respect your opinion.
You started this segment off saying alleged. You didn't say nothing about that picture till I brought it up. Everything is about what he did, what he didn't do, and how he looked.
Right.
That's what everybody's talking about.
Right.
Nope, you and you. I said back to both of y'all. Neither one of y'all said anything about that other picture.
What other picture?
The picture with the three of them taken. Y'all was talking about the memes that are going around,
right?
How he was looking,
right?
And everything. So that's what people were talking about first, which is not him in the image that you're allegedly saying that's not that for him.
Well,
so at the end of the day, him taking a picture with that dude is not going to overshadow what these memes and everything where everybody's saying he looks like. I'm sorry. It doesn't. If you Google his name right now and that dude's name, that picture's not gonna come up. Let
me just say this. Let me just say this. Had he not taken a picture, we would be on a whole other conversation about him, about negative. Jonathan Majors refused to take a picture with Michael Ealy. That would be a whole nother other line of negative PR for him. Because let's just say this. Let me just say this. Let me say this. He was in a no-win situation. Either way, when Michael Ealy comes up and grabs your woman and bear hugs her, Michael Ealy is happily married, by the way. So that was really just a floss in front of him. But you bear hug the Megan Good in front of a gentleman who has alleged issues. I'm sorry, that was media fodder. I'm sorry, that was just media fodder, and it was no win for Jonathan Majors. Best thing we can do is just move past it, because Miss Megan Good, Coretta Scott King, stood up for her man and said, hey, y'all, it wasn't like that. I mean, I'm admitting, Jonathan Majors, they shook hands before. They had a brief exchange. So all of this is just entertainment fodder. But I'm just saying. I'm not the one who blacklisted him. I'm not the one.
But when the man, when we look at that video, like I said, it's just for me. If he's running away, and he got his name tarnished because of running away, I think people really need to take it to attention. Now, if he got something else going on, but if this video that shows everything, there's nothing in that allegedly that happened that shows that he was doing what people keep saying allegedly he was doing.
But we only saw the video. The video is not of him running away. Is not why his image was tarnished. It's the allegations that she made during the court proceedings. Okay, but again, image. All you need is allegations. So no, if anything, everyone was saying, but no, it shows him running away. And me personally, I'm thinking that may have been why his judgment wasn't as steep or whatever, because that was proved. But again, it allegedly. Listen, Jonathan. Hey, wish him the best. This is media fodder, okay? And again, no win situation. No win. You're taking up for Jonathan?
I'm taking up for him on this issue because it's too easy for somebody to cast a black ball on your name and everybody around you, because when you look at it, guess what? It's fun to do. It's easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're making clicks off of somebody's name.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
So I try my best to be careful before I go out and say something,
Sure.
especially when it's alleged.
Sure.
And for me, I don't need to talk with this one.
Yeah.
Nothing issue, but I don't need to talk about what happened before to discuss that picture or the memes that's going around with them with old boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you look at the picture and you take a snapshot of me again, if I can do like this here, and I look up at you, right, and whatever, I may be thinking about something else.
Absolutely.
I'm looking up.
Absolutely.
Right? So taking that out of context for people to say something like that, right, it's cool. You're in the media, that's what's going to happen. You have to always watch your behavior. And especially, like you said, what he's engaged in and what he's been around, he has to be aware of his facial expressions.
Always.
All the time,
always.
Right?
Always.
He does have to.
Okay, so let me even tell you this. He's just been a target anyway, because Joe, I'll tell you, I've been just kind of watching their relationship, and people have come after him for being around her, never smiling, looking uncomfortable. People say, every time he's around her, he looks uncomfortable, or he looks like he's unhappy. So again, being in the media, I mean, let's just drill it down, okay? You and I are not on that level yet. Putting it out you. Okay, wait. I'm going there with you too then, because you have to see it before you. We're there. Okay, so being on that level, no, I'm with you on that. The manifestation is real. The power of manifestation. You better speak it, Joe. So let me just say this though. You and I have had to deal with some things. You and I are coming together as two grown adults, as two people handling business and doing what we need to do. You and I have had to come, with, okay, what are y'all doing? Okay, what's going on with that? It's part of it. And really, I didn't point that out to really be critical to him. I pointed it out because people are talking about with Jonathan Majors and how he's looking, and Michael Ealy and all that kind of stuff, and Megan Good. It's just what people are talking about. Now, do I know any of that? Do I know anything that's going on in his head? Heck no. But people are talking. And what I'm saying is, when you sit and if you're in a public position, you're open to all of it. People say what they want to say about me. They're watching 5 times and looking how I look at you and seeing if I touch you and do whatever. Oh, there must be something going on. We're at the point, you and I are two grown professional people who've known each other almost 15 years, if not longer than that. So you come to a point where you say, this is fodder. I'm not going to engage in all of that. We know what we're doing. Two grown people here. That's it. And so for Jonathan, Megan, and all the rest of Hollywood, it just kind of goes with the territory.
Let me say something grown folks. What makes you sure? We had some talk this morning. Hope you guys been enjoying the show, man. We got a great show lineup for you guys. We got a lot of people watching the show today. Let me say this to y'all. Real talk. If y'all want to know, if I want somebody to know who I'm with, you don't know. Okay? Listen, because most people.
Am I not doing right? Thank you. He has to help me with my microphone. Nephew, thank you so much.
Because most people, want to assume what's going on in your life, my life, or whatever.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
I will never let you know what's going on in my life unless I want you to know.
Yes.
Now, I will show you what I want you to know.
Yes.
Like if people came to my birthday party this past weekend, I was right?
Yeah, that was wonderful.
All my friends in the picture out there, you would have sworn I was with all of them.
Okay, right.
Right? If you see some of these pictures that I took with some of my friends, right, you would have sworn that we were booed up.
Yeah, right.
But all my friends are tested. There's nothing going on with them, right? So again, you have to understand, what you see is what most people want you to see. Mm-hmm. What's actually going on behind closed doors, you don't really know.
Trying to figure out how to sit with this little camera angle here with this skirt on. Yeah, and again, Joe, you can't have thin skin being in front of the camera. You can't have thin skin being a public figure. We're gonna talk. We're gonna give you a hard time. People give me a hard time about some things. Do not care. You shrug it off of your shoulders and move on. So anyway, what time is it? It is time for us to move on and say thank you so much for tuning in to the Keisa and Joe show on this Wednesday. I hope that you like our new set. Shout out to our producer, Cliff. It is busy here at Filter Coffee Parlor on the South Side. Huh? Oh, we hear it though, but it's hopping in here. So if you're looking for a good cup of coffee and just a great environment to come and work, come down to Filter Coffee Parlor. And also to my viewers, to Joe's viewers, like and share our broadcast. We don't ask you for anything other than to like and share our broadcast. That helps us so we can continue to provide more great programming for you. Another thing that I wanted to talk about really quickly today, Richard Simmons. We lost a legend in Richard Simmons.
Let's go, y'all. We got it.
Let,
I love Richard Simmons. He was the, I think in the 80s, was the guy for him and Denise Austin.
yeah,
Denise
Austin.
Denise Austin.
Yeah.
Aerobics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Working out, the headband. Denise Austin and Richard Simmons, that's their race.
I'm trying to find.
And you know, why she's looking for that? If when you on TV, if you would watch TV just to work out in front of the TV, with either Richard Simmons or Denise Austin.
Yeah.
She do a lot of deep scenes. She do it at different gyms and different studios.
Okay.
But they were both well known.
Okay. And you know, Denise Austin is still around. And I actually subscribe to some of the things she has, like heart
Actually,
healthy.
Her daughter is actually doing things with her now, Keisa.
That's awesome.
Yeah, her
That's
daughter's
awesome.
actually taking her place, and her daughter's actually doing a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
Like a mom.
Yeah. I had to pull up this video clip because I had an opportunity to meet Richard Simmons back when I at ABC 3340 back in 1998. Oh man.
You got a chance to meet Richard Simmons?
I did. Huh?
Okay, you.
Huh? Oh, nephew says 98 was when he was born. You kidding me? You're kidding me. Just thank you for making me feel old. Yeah, and that means that means I'm old enough to be his mother. He could, like, nephew could be my son. His mother's young. Oh, they're really making me feel real good here today. Let me show you all this clip from Facebook. You're gonna show.
I am seeing. What the hell are you doing? You're the one that's supposed to have the rhythm here.
That's me.
I am.
With the salt and pepper hair. Yeah. And that's Mark Prater, Richard Simmons, and Pam Huff, who just recently retired from ABC 3340. This was back in 1998.
Southern Women's Show, which he's going to be there.
And that's
Right, he's on the desk. Do you see how I'm looking at him? I have no clue. Maybe you all can hear the video. Do you see how I'm looking at him? No telling what he's saying.
When you're eating smaller portions of food, your body can digest it, and your keeps lifting me higher.
That's exactly what he told me. That's exactly what he told me. He was like, you're supposed to be the one who has the rhythm, and you're not moving on here. And y'all, I wasn't. I was like, Richard, I don't have that kind of rhythm. But Richard Simmons, man, we lost a legend this week in him. Yeah. Interesting.
Something new is going to be coming. I don't know what it is, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Like LeBron James is probably on his way out. Basketball.
Yeah.
I don't have a break about leaving.
Yeah.
But what are we going to next? I'm excited to see.
Yeah. So, that's interesting because when I think about what do we go to next as it relates to working out, I think, I wonder if people are with the advent of YouTube, the advent of social media. There's so many people now who are able to just bring all kinds of workouts into their home. I do that now, and it's not personality driven. It's more or less driven on what I want to try, whether it's Pilates or yoga or a walking routine or whatever. So I just think social media has just leveled the playing field where we don't have the personalities. It's just what do I need? And it's,
I'm agreeing with you, but I think there are people who follow people that do what it is also Richard Simmons did.
Okay.
More so on TikTok, if you're in the morning, you work out.
Okay.
Because now you look at like a personal page that works out every single day.
Yeah.
You work out with you.
Yeah.
People are personalized.
Absolutely. And maybe that's the way I'm saying that with social media, that it is more personalized instead of this big personality that everyone knows all over the country. You can gravitate toward nearly anyone who's providing you what you need, and you can have that experience in your home. So what else do you have going on?
Well, we're ready to get into this topic that you said you were to challenge me on that we talked about last week.
Let's do it. Since time is drawing nigh on the show. Relationships. And are people willing to put in the time to make it work? Or do people bail out at the honeymoon stage? You had an excellent observation last week in that you said that a lot of people are not willing to really put in the time with a relationship, like, and model what they want to see when things get rocky. Because here's the issue and here's the deal. When we talk about relationships over 50, challenges are going to come. And I even say this, Joe, in friendships. What determines whether or not your friendship or your relationship goes to the next level is what happens when you meet the challenge. When the challenge comes, what happens? Are you going to become angry, become immature? Are you going to meet the challenge, work through the challenge, and you both go on?
Well, I talked about this on my show, and Joe Rock said it was on Monday through Friday, 4 to 6.
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's a part of, okay,
I'm listening to you.
what is the mission?
What is the mission?
What is the mission of your relationship?
Okay.
Because, a lot of times relationships are goal driven.
Yeah.
But what is your mission statement?
Yeah. What is your?
You're in a relationship, right? Did you sit down and you're in a relationship? Have you sit down with somebody and say, okay, you take your boo, your husband, friend, whatever, boyfriend. Have y'all ever sat down and thought about this when you're talking to somebody, you're married or you're about to get in a relationship? Have you sit down and asked them, or sit down and talk about, okay, what is our mission statement for our relationship? Where are we going and what are we doing? And the way I explained it on my show was a mission statement and a goal is completely different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you have a mission statement, so I would ask you if you're watching that show, wherever you're watching that show, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, right?
Woo.
What is your mission statement for your relationship?
Great point.
Seriously, what is your mission statement? Because if you have a mission statement in a relationship, right? Think about what I'm saying here. In a relationship, what happens for you? Right? If y'all are both going on this path, if I understand my mission statement, I understand the piece you're going to go. You may not talk to me today, or you may be a little bit cold because the mission that you got you on is going to make you feel a certain way.
Sure.
You're not going to be able to perform the way you should. You're not going to be able to take me on a date or whatever, right?
Sure.
But I understand the mission.
Sure.
So now I'm not mad at you or taking it some kind of way.
Sure.
That
It's just a day.
you know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at you saying this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It may be a week that you got to go do something, or you have to go to school or whatever. But I understand the mission of what our relationship is. So now you understand why a person is doing something, rather than you set a goal for yourself and y'all agree. Right? And then once that goal is making you evolve into something else, and it's not the same mission that you guys are going on, you start to argue.
I love that.
Right?
I love that.
Problems. So what I'm telling people is, it may sound crazy, but any successful company has what? A mission statement.
Oh yeah.
So I think to have a successful marriage, right?
Yeah.
You need to have
a mission statement.
A mission statement of what you want that marriage to be and what you want that marriage to become. Because once you figure that thing out, right, at the end of the day, I truly believe that with a mission statement, you put so much inside of that mission statement with you and your spouse. That once you put that inside, you understand the tough days, you understand the bad days, right? And then you can come back and say, on this mission, baby, I'm trying to do this. But it gives you that maneuvering room.
Yeah.
Right? When you're inside of a relationship.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people miss that because you become so goal-oriented.
Yeah.
And guess what? Now you don't understand how tired I am because I got off work and had to go to school and take care of the kids and cook dinner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't understand that part because you see all this stuff, but man, what about me?
Yeah.
In a mission, you don't say what about me.
Yeah. You're looking for what's best for the team.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
And it's with the understanding that some days me will have to take a back seat. And not some days, in a good relationship, in a mature relationship, several days, me will have to take the back seat.
With your husband or wife, and you understand your mission.
Yeah.
You don't have a problem, but guess what? You're not gonna stop until what? If you got a real troop on your team, you don't stop until the mission is finished.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
You don't stop. You don't stop or get mad.
Yes.
Because now you work for something bigger.
Yes.
As a couple.
Yes.
If I'm on a mission with me, you sit down and say, as we get ready to sit down and think about the watch show.
Yeah.
Once we set this mission in place,
yeah,
we're gonna know what we have to do, how we got to do it.
Yeah.
So when you're working in your relationship, I'm
Yeah.
just asking everybody,
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know your mission statement in your
Thank you so much. Just kidding. I love that. I had a little technical difficulty, so thanks for hanging with me, guys. And wanted to speak to Michael Neighbors, who is on, Omar Wesley from Echo Highlands, also Tony Wilson Pierce. Hey, T from North Carolina. Yes, yeah. That's okay. I told you he liked them, Tony. He loved his candles. So I think that's really good to distinguish between a mission and a goal. I would then say probably most couples don't have that. I think, and then most even endeavor. So that's great starting off. But my question is, 2 years in, when there have been arguments, 3 years in, when you didn't do what you said you were supposed to do, or you didn't accomplish what you said, or we just have life change, life gets in the way. I think that's when the problem occurs, because I think it's easy to get in and just, off to the races, because you've said this, and I agree with you. People don't get married to get divorced. You get married for some reason, even if you're impulsive, if it's impractical, but you get married. So the problem is navigating, in my opinion, and maintaining true to the mission when the problems occur.
And I think right there,
Yeah.
and I truly believe this.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sit up a little bit. I want to talk to you.
You want to talk to me on this
Yeah,
one?
because I want people to think about what I'm saying here. Because this is what I want to say here. When those things happen,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
In a relationship, you sit in a relationship right now and you hit that stumbling block that keeps us talking about. What do we do? Real talk, America. What do we do when you hit that stumbling block? This is what I believe you got to do. This is when you come back and you reset the mission because you were able to accomplish the goal to get there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we got to sit back and down and say, okay, so for us to accomplish this, the right hand and left hand is not moving in the same direction. We're not going to get here.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we need to revamp it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
To move at a pace where we both understand it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you in relationships, you get on the blame game. I'm doing my part.
Absolutely.
But you're not,
Absolutely.
wait a minute. I'm finna see some,
Absolutely.
You get mad at me.
Yeah.
I'm doing my part.
Yep.
I did what I'm saying I'm going to do, but you ain't doing.
You're not doing
part.
your part.
What if you came back and said, our mission, we're not going to meet our mission? Because somewhere we're not able to obtain our goals. And why aren't we able to obtain what we're doing? I'm doing over here. What is it that you need or pull back on over here so we can get closer to our mission? But I'm not knocking you upside the head.
I'm not blaming you.
Right, because now if you love me,
Yeah.
we still need to get to the top.
We still need to get to the
Whatever
top.
you need to do, you see you falling short. Guess what
Yes.
you're going to do?
Yes.
You're going to say to me now that, damn, baby, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull my weight so we can get to the mission.
Yes.
And now it's not an argument anymore.
Yes.
If you
Yes.
got a true team player.
If you got a true team player.
If you got a true team player that want to run the race with you.
So that part right there. That part right there. And I think what happens is when we get in these relationships, people, whether we like it or not, you have to be really careful. And I believe it's so important to take time. Hey Omar and hey Marvin, good morning. And yes, Omar, I am in my 50s. I'm 52. I'm 52 years old, years young. So that part, the team player part, 52 years young, that part, the team player part. And I think that's why I would say it's so critical to understand before. It's so critical to understand before you get in covenant. Because what happens if maybe this is a simplistic way of looking at it, but because I have seen the people who are successful and who have made it happen as a team, I know it's possible. So what that tells me is that someone, if not both people, someone hung in there and was committed to the team vision. A lot of times, if you let me tell it, a woman who's divorced, I would say that the problem in relationships comes down to selfishness.
Oh, for sure.
When people are saying it's what I want, I don't care about what you want, it's your fault. When you get to that place, especially in conflict,
it's no longer goal oriented.
No, no.
If I'm arguing with you, Keisa, I'm with me and you arguing, right? Me and you have a whole problem here, right?
Hey, Rachel, yes, we're having a whole problem. And
I can't argue with you.
Yes.
It's hard for me to argue with my baby.
Yeah.
If we keep talking about the mission that we set when we were in love, right? Because the only thing I'm gonna ask you when you're angry with me, are we still on the same page about what we want to accomplish together? Because what we're doing now, like you said, this is military for money, but you don't care. But seriously, you don't care.
Yeah.
When you got a mission to accomplish, you can't worry about anything else but accomplishing the mission. You can't worry about friends, you can't worry about family.
Yeah.
It's me and you.
Yeah.
So if you and I have made this path, right?
Yeah.
That we're going to get to the top of the hill safely.
Yes.
And go back home so we can be with our families. I'm gonna do everything I can to protect you. And you're going to drag me along some days. I'm going to drag you along some days.
Absolutely.
We're not going to be 100% every day, right? I'm going to nurture you and I'm going to care for you every single day because I want you to get there with me.
Yeah.
My pattern to you was, we're getting there at the end. We're going to be together.
Yeah.
Think about this now. Me and you sitting here talking, and we say this.
Yeah.
Baby, we're going to do this. We're going to build this house. We're going to get this car. We're
Yes.
going to pay off these debts.
Yes.
This is what me and you're going to do.
Yes.
On the days that I'm weak and I'm falling short.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're my mate,
yeah,
you're going to pick up the bill, you're going to pick up the pace, you're going to do
absolutely.
And if I love you enough,
absolutely,
and I'm that dude for you.
Yes.
When you're down, I'm going to do the exact same for you. So it's never that it's never too much. But you've done too much, you've done so much. We've done it for the bigger cause of us because we know when we get to the top, it's freedom for us.
Absolutely.
That's the mission.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that,
yeah,
and you just have a goal,
yeah,
To
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
I think that's what we fall short.
I'm
Because
with
we
you.
don't paint a nicer, bigger picture of what this looks like for the both of us. It becomes so much individual. This is my humble
That's
opinion.
so good. That's so
We
good.
have to concentrate a little bit.
Okay, here we go. Rachel is on. Me too, Keisa. Hey, Rachel. Rachel says good morning to us, Joe. Omar is 21. Hey, Omar, 21-year-old Omar. You're old enough to be my child too. Lord Jesus.
He's the same age as my daughter.
He's the same as yours. There's your daughter, 21.
My older daughter's 21.
Miss Tony says, keep the problem, and try not to blame personally. It's easier said than done, but it can be done. That's right, Tony. It is so much easier said than done. Another thing is, clearly love is not enough to keep people together. Must have some communication skills. That's so true, because most people start out and would say that they love one another, but where does the breakdown? And you don't ever know. I mean, and I will say this: it's one of the greatest risks that you will take in being in a relationship and being married. It's a risk, because people start off and people can promise you the world. No, if how can I say it to you? For most people, if I'll use myself as an example. If I know my partners were not going to be, I'm a collaborator, so I'm a natural team player. Now I have my other issues, mouth being one of them. My other issues, mouth being one of them. Had a conversation with you. He had a conversation with you. But if we had known, but regardless of all of that, there's a point of forgiveness, and we're at the buzzer. But and I'll wrap this up by saying, okay. So but if we had known, or if I had known, let me use myself, I wouldn't have stood up to take these vows knowing that this person wasn't going to be in the trenches with me. So what I'm saying is I'm standing almost in defense of people who have had challenges. And if you've been through a divorce or failed relationships, a lot of times, and if we had known that this person wasn't going to go through the mud for us, we wouldn't have made that commitment. So that's why I always say now, in retrospect, stand and take a hard look at the beginning, and go through some challenges at the beginning before you get the ring, before the vow, because then you can save yourself heartache, you can save yourself some frustration and pain, and failure on a whole other relational level.
So back again to a little bit of military.
I'm listening.
If before I get on the hill with this guy,
Yeah.
we went to boot camp together. Well, they went to a boot camp. You have to get through a boot camp, right? To get into the point where you get on the hill.
I like that. What's a relational boot camp? How do we go through the boot camp?
That's the part of dating.
Dating is boot. We should look at it as boot camp. That's good.
Part.
That's good.
I think a lot of people, they don't go to boot camp, right? I think what they need to do is go to orientation, right? And the orientation
looks good. Sign me up.
Right? So I'm good. I like this person, and you stay in orientation.
Yep.
And you don't go through the boot camp.
Totally agree with you.
So
totally agree.
A lot of times, right? And this is why I always tell people to take their time to dating. Mm-hmm. You got to give it a season. I want to see Keisa on her worst day.
Absolutely.
When she's mad at work.
Absolutely.
Things can go well. When she's sick. Right?
Absolutely.
I want to see how she's talking to her friends when they made her mad.
Yep.
I want to see how you talk to your mom and dad or your sister or cousin.
Absolutely.
When you're upset.
Yep.
Then I want to see how you relate to me in those instances.
Yep. That's good.
Then I want to see what you say to me.
That's good.
Say to me about those people that you're angry about.
Mm-hmm.
See, those things are going to tell me what kind of person that you really are.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm going to be watching in the bad time how you talk about your ex.
Yes. Okay. Okay. That part. Let's spend a little time there.
Sure.
So you're watching and you're waiting to see the conversation about the ex. What is that? What information or what intel do you gather from that?
Okay, so I'm going to throw this back at you.
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. When I talk about my ex,
yeah,
you've heard me talk about my ex to you, you talk about
yeah,
in depth, right? What do you give me say?
I don't wish her anything. I don't wish anything bad. Then you say, I own up. You say a lot of times you say I own up to what I've done wrong or my part, in it. But I don't wish her anything, any bad. Or I'm paraphrasing something like that.
But the whole time we ever talked about it, have you ever heard me bad mouth my ex?
No, you don't bad mouth it. You may say, these were some of the circumstances, but I don't, you just kind of have an attitude where you've moved on with it.
Yeah.
You have love for her because it's like, well, I've had love for her. So she was my ex and I have love for her. I don't wish her bad. That's what you always say.
So and I'm putting you on the spot, but
Yeah.
now if you were dating me,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
What if I was sitting there saying my ex this, my ex this?
I would be afraid of you. Wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
So that's why I say it's important when you listen to
Okay.
how somebody talk about their
Go ahead and doing some coaching. Go ahead and do coaching on the spot, Big Joe. Go ahead and do some coaching on the spot.
I'm saying that when you listen to somebody talk about their ex, right?
Yeah.
And how they talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I tell everybody. I don't care if they cheated on you. I don't care if they lied to you. I don't care what it is. At one point, before they met you, you was in love with that person.
Absolutely.
Right? And so
Absolutely.
now whatever they did wrong to you, you were hurt by it, and this is how you react when somebody hurts you.
So you're going to be listening to that.
I'm listening to that. I'm watching that.
And you know why that's so important? Because hurt is inevitable.
Yes.
Whether intentionally or unintentionally, hurt is inevitable. It's all in how you respond to it. I think that's really, really good. I know that you all are on here listening. I'm kind of turning back and forth with a new set. I'm so excited, in case you all can tell, about our new set. So shout out again to Nephew. So let me remind you again, this is a great point. I'm going to let you have the closing word, okay? The closing thought on relationships, because this is good stuff. Again, Keisa and Joe, 50 and fabulous. That 50 and over group, just living life in a fabulous way. Here's what we want you to do. I was trying to get some of you to kind of engage a little bit. And Tony, I thank you so much for engaging with us in the conversation. But remember, you help us when you like and share the broadcast. To Joe's audience, like and share the broadcast. To my audience, that's how you help us. And we want to say from the depth of our heart, thank you so much. And remember, this guy is back on at 4:00 this afternoon with the Joe Lockett Show. It's your boy, Joe Lockett. But this has been some good conversation, Joe. Good conversation around relationships and putting the work into it. And my prayer, we say it all the time, and sometimes we take it for granted. My prayer is if we can help one person to avoid a painful route of a failed relationship and divorce.
But this is what I'm gonna tell everybody, right? If you're going to be in a relationship, it's work. I know people say it's like a cliche word.
It is.
A relationship, a marriage is, do you have a good work ethic? Right? If you don't have a good work ethic, you got a person that's with a person with a good work ethic, right? And open-minded, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
It's not.
If you meet somebody in orientation,
It's not.
that's who you take on as a partner.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to run into those type of problems because they haven't been vetted thoroughly, right? And y'all haven't went through any kind of boot camp together. And I do truly believe in relationships, right? And I'm being really honest here, right? You have to take your time to get to know the person. Whether that means if you're living together, whatever that looks like for you, for your boot camp with your boo, you need to figure that out first.
I think that's good.
You know what I mean?
I think that's good.
And then once you figure it out, you get your mission going, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you about it right now. Orientation, right? Boot camp at the end of the day, whatever that looks like for you, and focus on the mission. And then your work ethic. And then the biggest part of it, on top of that, you put communication. If you put all those things together, you will have a successful relationship, or you know that person's not for you.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm gonna tell people what you don't want to do. When people are, I don't have that much time. I don't have that much time. I don't want to do that, right? That's too much time.
That takes too much time to go through all of that.
That's why y'all ask right now and say that I'm still got all kind of problems.
Mm-hmm.
Because you won't go through the numbers. I'm gonna tell you something. When you hire somebody, right, off the street,
yeah,
or if you're going through,
yeah,
nobody gets the shortcut training.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nobody gets the shortcut training.
Yeah.
Because if you shortcut training, once you get on the job, what happens?
You can cost me.
You're going to cost me, or you're not going to be able to do the job.
Or you're not going to be able to do the job.
So why are you shortchanging your partner, right? Why are you shortchanging the person that you're going to be with if you don't know they got the skills to be able to be a good husband, a good boyfriend, right? If you shortchange that process, you're going to get a bad product. They're going to quit on you. If you have somebody, you're going to train them properly, right? They wind up quitting on you.
Absolutely.
Or they wind up showing up late.
Absolutely.
Or they wind up not doing the job correctly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When you go through orientation, you just hire somebody and you put them through the proper training.
Yes.
That's what happened in your relationship.
And what do they do on the jobs? You have a 90-day orientation.
Yes.
Because the job is saying, And sometimes they don't even give you benefits until 90 days because the job is saying, we want to make sure you're a good fit for our system. We want to make sure that you're going to do the work. We want to make sure that you get along with other people. We're going to make sure that you show up. Why are we not doing the same thing? And we hop over into these relationships and we end up losing time. We lose what else? Finances in some cases. We lose assets in some other cases, all because we didn't take people through the proper orientation process. So I know it seems like, and I thought it was so good. So, I try to always like drill things down and get a message out of it. So the message today is, what boot camp are you prepared to go through with your prospective partner in order to fail proof your relationship? Do you like how I just did that? What boot camp are you willing to go through? Relational boot camp. What proving ground? I think that's an excellent example that you gave in terms of taking the time. And you'll hear us say different things probably in the same way. But I can tell you a lot of times for women especially, desperation enters in. And so in the event that if a guy just shows interest, it's like, I don't care about the rest of that. He's interested. He wants to marry me. Let's go. We'll figure it out. And you're not gonna make. And listen, okay, you know how I am. I'm sorry. You say I'm joking. He got all unhinged about me laughing at Jonathan Majors because I laugh at a lot of things. Okay, I laugh at myself sometimes. So here's the thing. I am she who has done that. Oh, you want to get married? Oh, you're. Oh, you want to marry me? Oh, great. Come on, let's go. We'll figure out the rest of that stuff later. I've been there.
Okay,
so I am she.
So with that being said, really quickly,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Put me on the spot.
What does that say about you?
Boom. That it says about me that I allowed desperation and fear to take over my good judgment. The desperation and fear hijacked my sound judgment. Because there are things I would never even do in business. But relationship-wise, when the heart gets involved, the heart, we may not like the Bible. Some people may not even believe in the Bible. There's a scripture that says the heart is deceitful. Who can know it? Okay? Meaning your heart can be very deceitful. I wouldn't even consider in business. I wouldn't even consider jumping in business, with people that I don't know. But why would I have been willing to do it relationally? Immaturity, fear, loneliness, three major pillars. And so what would I say? Part of the work that I have done on myself and part of the healing, part of my healing journey has been me shoring up those things like why did I feel the need to jump into something without having the information that I needed? So ladies, I'm going to talk specifically to us. Oftentimes we have to heal the things which are within us. Oh, but guys, you don't get a pass either. Because there's no way that you can tell me that people have gotten in relationships and they have started off, both of them jacked up. And there's some people who have said, I'm jacked up. Yeah, I'm jacked up too. But you know what? We don't have to have a failure in this. You work on you. I'm going to work on me. And let's just come back together. Let's take a little break. Let's work on each other. While this is messy and while we're getting it together, let's work on each other. Let's give each other a little bit of grace. Do I think that most people have come together and it's been a perfect case scenario? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I know people who have said we were jacked up. We just made a decision to change. We made a decision that we just weren't gonna take failure. So no condemnation to anyone. I've been the person on the other end who's jumped in and it did not work out for me twice. I'm okay with that. I have no shame regarding that, but I do want to bring a message of hope. Yes, you may have taken a loss in the past. Yes, I may have taken a loss in the past, but there is hope. And the only thing I can do and that I promised myself is that I'm going to take the lessons, even the failures, because failures are just ginormous learning opportunities. I'm going to take it and just do better the next time. And so my relationships will not be as public. I will take time. He made that it'll be to the place where the guy will probably get frustrated with me, like, okay, and why are we taking so much time? I mean, we know this is working. No, a little bit longer. I need to watch you a little bit longer to make sure I have all the information. Because another thing too, I'll say this as my concluding thought. We do not have an infinite amount of time on this earth. So any time that we are involved, I've just determined at 52, and you kind of got into this last week. And so, may we bless you in saying these things. Joe and I could be doing a whole bunch of other things, but we come here to be a blessing to you all. We come here to spread good news and to give you relationship tips, but also life tips from what we've learned. We do not have an infinite amount of time. So may we utilize this time that we have on this earth to be a blessing to other people, but to also bless ourselves and not waste time in things that are not good for us. So for those of you, and I can just feel it right here, I feel it. So if you're wasting your time in a relationship, you're wasting your time thinking that someone that you may like or whatever is going to like you, or they're just showing you a little something, and you're attaching your hope to that. Listen, ladies, a guy is very resolute. They're going to tell you everything you need to know. If he likes you, he's going to tell you. He's not going to play a game with you. And if you need to know, ask. Don't spend a year. Don't spend 6 months. Don't spend time trying to figure it out. Ask. Be willing to hear the no. Be willing to hear, no, I'm not interested, or that's not what I'm thinking. Or he could say, yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I just need a little bit of time, or can we do whatever? We don't have an infinite amount of time. I'm at the place where I'm going to live my life intentionally. I'm going to be a blessing, but I will not waste time in relationships. And relationships no longer define me. So I don't have to have I'm very friendly. So guys just kind of, I have a lot of guy friends because I'm just friendly. Some people call it flirty, but I'm friendly. I'm not going up trying to tempt anyone. I'm just friendly. I love people. And so ladies, so if you read,
see how the word changes everything though?
If to understand why he threw that in there, you have rewind to the first part of the show. You have to see the discussion. And ladies, I want you to be listening. Here's what you know is Joe doesn't forget anything. He remembers. He remembers, and he'll sock it in there. So just
it's just called bringing everything back.
Full circle.
That's what we did.
You see that? Now he's putting his PR skills to work to wordsmith this. He's using his PR skills to make it sound good. It's all good. He's my friend. It's all good. He's my friend. So anyway, that's just that. I'm gonna be quiet now. But I love.
But you know, I want to say thank you to a live audience.
Yeah.
Joining live audience next week. Come on down to the golf ball, have a cup of coffee.
It's a full house in here, isn't it? Yeah. People over in the corner, they're listening over here in the back.
So much, man. And you know something? The show that we wanted, guess what? We now have.
Wow.
We now have.
Wow.
Right.
I'm
going to say thank you, number one, to. Wait, you must say something.
No.
I want to say thank you, number one, to Jeremy.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Filter Coffee Parlor. Woo.
They have accommodated us.
Yeah.
For so many different things.
Yes.
And
thank you.
And we thank them so much, man. So when you guys
yes.
come and make sure y'all ask for Jeremy, he's not here still about it. Butterscotch.
Yeah.
But also,
salted butterscotch.
That, we gave to them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's a hard thing. Boy works hard.
He does. He really does. He does.
And when I walked in and saw this, when I saw the set today, I knew that we was going to be the number one show. When I saw this is what I talked to him about. I didn't know how we was going to do it. He keeps it in his mind. He knows he is.
Yeah.
He may not have the answers for you now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say 6 months later, he accomplished the mission. And now we have the set, the show, the lights, the cameras, the microphones, everything that we wanted. And I have to say thank you to Jeremy. I have to say thank you to our exclusive producer.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, boy. Don't take that to heart.
No, don't let that go to your head. And I'm going to just tell you, I love him. Sound effects.
You know how much he got bigger.
Okay, right. I will say about him, I am so impressed, and it's hard to really impress me in these matters. So much so, I hired him kind of pseudo hired him to work with me on well no, I hired him to work with me on Evolve as we kind of evolved with our budget there. But I just there's something that he brings. He has a calmness about him. He has a creativity. And I mentioned this to you. I hired him and I said, well, Joe, I've got to keep him because when I hired him, things opened up for me. And sometimes I'm thinking as an entrepreneur, sometimes you have to figure it out. You have to make sometimes the math doesn't math. You have to figure it out sometimes as an entrepreneur, right? But I have faith. I mean, I'm really kind of joking with that. I have faith, but I do have to be budget wise. But there's just so much he brings, and I don't see it often. And he'll tell you, I'm always thinking, okay, how can I think of a project? How can I think of people for him to work with? How can I think? Because that's the strongest thing I bring to the table. I'm a connector. So I understand that by my connections, that's what will bring whatever. But man, we love you. I'm so I'm still kind of in awe, really, of what you do. I'm still kind of in awe.
I tell him that behind all the time.
You do?
Because when we at the house, at the studio house, right?
Yeah.
You see me, I can jump on the sofa. Hey, I got an idea. Hey, I'm thinking about this. Can we do this? No, Joe. Right? I don't know, Joe. Okay, Joe. All right, and I'll come in and say, what we need so we can do this? What we need so we can do this, right? I see your text. I see your link. He does it.
He does it. Whatever you
Because
put
my
before
mind,
him.
he knows my mind works.
Yeah,
You know me.
I do.
When I'm working out, I'll call you.
Yeah.
Right?
Got this idea.
Hey,
What do you think?
I'm in the dungeon.
I'm in the dungeon.
But I need to talk to you, right? So that's the way I get things done.
Yeah.
In the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not a person that write down stuff.
Yeah.
And then come back and that don't work for me.
Yeah.
I have people I can call.
Yeah.
That's going to jot it down or
Yeah.
they easy for me.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back
And bring it to you.
bring it to me.
Yeah.
Say, okay, that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
That's how we got here.
Yeah. I mean, we sit down. How crazy is this? Or how crazy is this? We come in and we sit down and we're meeting, and the next thing we know, it just starts. We ask the owner, "Can we do a show here?" Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, yeah. And we've been doing it ever since, and it's been a perfect location. We've got all the ambiance, okay, all the things that we need to make it happen. So I'm so excited. Y'all, it's full in here. It's full. And I think some of them are just hanging around because we're here. Like they are in no hurry whatsoever. Yeah. That's funny. Filter Coffee Parlor.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for the call.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Wherever you guys are watching this from, we're truly blessed. And if you guys have seen us evolve,
Are you plugging my show, which will be here Friday? Nephew.
If you have seen us evolve, right?
Yeah.
Which you can evolve even more on Friday by watching our show. But if you have seen us
12
evolve,
noon.
right? What time is the show?
12 noon Friday. We'll be here Friday.
All right, so y'all make sure y'all tune in to Keisa show live. We have multiple shows.
Yeah.
That's what we do. But if you guys want to evolve, right, come hang out with your boy.
Oh, and we had so much fun. I'm going to post the pictures later because, I always save stuff for content. I'm going to take the pictures you have and do something really nice for you, like do a video. Yeah, I'm going to do something. I talk with my hands. I'm like really expressive.
Allegedly, or you going to do something?
See? No, these are facts that I'm going to do. These are facts. But we were here at the second level. Y'all, this is really a great event space. But I'm going to post the pictures and do a little video celebrating his birthday month. But we had a little blowout here. And who did your cake?
Velvet cake.
Velvet cake. So good.
Chef Kenya Pickens actually gave a beautiful cake.
It's beautiful. And it was good.
Yes. When I say my friend, listen, we got to get out of here.
Yep.
My birthday was the best birthday cake, mimosa, coffee thing that I did. And me and you sat down, when we sitting over there, I said, let's do my birthday party here.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, early in the morning.
Yeah.
Because people don't do that.
Yeah.
But my birthday is really like, I wish I would do your birthdays. Do it in a couple hours so we can just say, hey, take some pictures, get the hell out of there.
And get on. Yeah.
Move on. And everybody's going on today.
Yeah.
Have pictures and have fun. But if I'm going to do a birthday party, I think I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Someone asked me, are you going to do 55? I said, yeah. But they said, you'd be great. I said, no.
You liked it intimate like that? You had about 10 people, about 15 people here. And it was really nice.
There was about 30 people coming, but if you got half of the
Oh, yeah.
show,
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Some of my friends, one of them had was in Africa, or had on their way to Africa, and some of them was going to now. This is travel people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But again, when I say my birthday was special, it's probably one of the best birthdays I have had. All the time.
Yeah.
And because the people that were there, they loved me.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But the people there, they loved me.
Yeah.
They showed love. They did a lot of things on love. So, all the love they showed me, man, to everybody, all the birthday wishes. And I'm going to be honest, the 10 or 15 years I've been on social media,
Yeah.
this year was probably the most activity I had on social media for my birthday.
Yeah.
So, y'all, whatever social media doing, from TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, thank y'all so much. I feel like we're trying to say thank you to the ones that I'm trying to answer everybody's back, but thank you guys from the bottom of my birthday. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much.
And we thank you all for tuning in today. Remember to like and share the broadcast. I'm Keisa Sharp, KeisaSharp.com/life coaching, and also Joe Lockett Media Production. Joe and of the Joe Lockett Show. So follow us on social media, like and share the broadcast. Hey y'all, we're out of here. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday. We'll see you later.
Wah.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.